Tamo. Kaya
First, the headlines. India records lowest daily count in 147 days. Widespread rains likely over many parts of northeast India this week. And Karnataka residents petition government for renaming Rajiv Gandhi National Park. Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to ELITETV English News. I'm your host Hemabati giving you the news and updates for the day. Before giving you the news, ELITETV requests you to follow the SOP given by the government, wear face mask when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play our part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. India logged 28,204 new coronavirus infections, the lowest in 147 days, taking the total tally of cases to 3,019,98,158, while the active cases fell to 3,88,508, the lowest in 139 days, according to the Union Health Ministry data updated on Tuesday. The national COVID-19 recovery rate has increased to 97.45%, which is the highest ever recovery rate achieved, the ministry said. The death toll has climbed to 4,28,682 with 373 fresh fatalities. The data updated at 8 a.m. showed. The active cases comprise 1.21% of the total infections, the lowest since March 2020, the ministry said. A decrease of 13,680 cases has been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. As many as 15,11,313 tests were conducted on Monday, taking the total cumulative tests conducted so far for detection of COVID-19 in the country to 48,032,78,545. The daily positivity rate has declined to 1.87%. It has been less than 3% for the last 15 days, the ministry said, adding the weekly positivity rate was recorded at 2.36%. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 3,11,80,968, while the case fatality rate stands at 1.34%. The data stated cumulatively 51.45 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered under the nationwide vaccination drive till Tuesday morning. India's COVID-19 tally had crossed the 20 lakh mark on August 7, 30 lakh on August 23, 40 lakh on September 5 and 50 lakh on September 16. It went past 60 lakh on September 28, 70 lakh on October 11, crossed 80 lakh on October 29, 90 lakh on November 20 and surpassed the 1 crore mark on December 19. India crossed the green milestone of 3 crore on May 4 and 3 crore on June 23. The 373 new fatalities include 105 from Kerala and 68 from Maharashtra. A total of 4,28,682 deaths have been reported so far in the country. The ministry stressed that more than 70% of the deaths occurred due to comorbidities. Our figures are being reconciled with the Indian Council of Medical Research, the ministry said on its website, adding that state-wise distribution of figures is subject to further verification and reconciliation. Nunglepa Mahananda, President Manipur Pradesh Youth Congress Committee and intending candidate of Uripog AC, installed street lamps at Rims Road, Nagamapal. Speaking on the occasion, N. Mahananda expressed that the Rims Road leading to Rims Hospital and other important departments of Manipur was in bad state with no street lamps, which leads to higher number of road mishaps, especially at nights, and vehicle theft. He added that he had pleaded the government to install street lamps in the said area, but the government paid no heed, and so he took the initiative to install the street lamps in the area for the people. The IPS Association Manipur chapter held a condolence meeting yesterday in the office of DGP Manipur, during which a 1-minute silence was observed in honor of Dr. Soibam Ibocha Singh, IPS retired, who passed on August 8, 2021. Dr. Soibam Ibocha Singh joined Manipur Police as an MPS officer in 1983 and retired as Inspector General of Police in 2018. After his retirement from service, he was appointed as State Information Commissioner, Manipur. On his demise, he was remembered for the contributions he made to the society and his various achievements in the field of literature and sports. The association mourned his untimely demise and conveyed their heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family. A tree plantation program was organized at Yaral Pachingmang, Imphal East as part of the activities under Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Catch the Rain campaign taken up by DFO, Central Forest Division. The India Meteorological Department (IMD) on Monday said fairly widespread to widespread rains are very likely over many parts of North and Northeast India, Sub-Himalayan, West Bengal and Sikkim during the next 5 days. It said a cyclonic circulation lies over eastern Uttar Pradesh and extends up to the mid-tropospheric levels. Under the influence of these systems, the IMD said fairly widespread to widespread rainfall activity with isolated heavy to very heavy falls is very likely over the northeast and sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim during the next 5 days. It said under the influence of stronger southwesterly or southerly winds from the Bay of Bengal, the rainfall intensity is very likely to increase over these areas from Wednesday, August 11, resulting in isolated extremely heavy falls over Assam and Meghalaya during August 11 to 13. Fairly widespread to widespread rainfall with isolated heavy falls are very likely over Uttarakhand during the next 5 days and over Himachal Pradesh on August 12 to 13. Fairly widespread to widespread rainfall and isolated heavy to very heavy falls are very likely over eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand during the next 4 to 5 days, the IMD said. It said isolated heavy falls over Jharkhand during August 10 to 13 and over the Gangetic West Bengal during August 11 to 13 are also very likely. All Manipur Youth Protection Committee AMYPCO in a press release said that discussions held with regards to the instrument of accession of Manipur on 11th August 1947 will not be observed this year as a result of the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. As per the discussions held by different academicians, legal experts and CSOs, the Manipur-India conflict is political in nature. This calls for a peaceful people's mass democratic movement which is not anti-Indian or separatist in nature. The release stated that in order to bring a resolution to the Manipur-India political conflict, it is important to know the true history of Manipur. Manipur has a documented history of over 2,000 years of being an independent kingdom ruled by a king. After its defeat in the 1891 Manipur Anglo War, there was no association between Manipur and British India. As per the 1947 Indian Independence Act, Manipur as well as India gained freedom on the 14th of August and 15th of August of the same year. 3 days before independence, the then king of Manipur, King Buddhachandra, represented Manipur and signed the instrument of accession and standstill agreement. As per the accession agreement, Manipur would maintain its sovereignty and have control over its external affairs, defense and communication. Manipur acquired freedom on the 14th of August 1947. Now it's time for a short break. Do stay tuned.
Tamo. Kaino lo sandribo. As kharanga sa siena harago.
Kaino sibo, ka sapina sibo.
Hima. Covid ki vaccine kap thosena ngana du phasna haini dudi.
ai haksang ka stok de ai ka poi note haksang ka stok do ba ngoni da ka pa ke ka de ai ka poi sin
Tamo, narak dringai dana isana hane sexual hona phatro. Kapthok puna phatabra ba.
ho yare section mana dum ka puro ai ka poi
As khangdre da. Kamai ngana dono khangdre. Phare, adu de chalu khige. Pungo, mamai da kapuge ko, papa ngale ramo.
COVID-19 लाइसेट असली ngakthon bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari lena ba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngakthok sabangami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandana bagi damak matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngakna saminarasi Cowin apps ta register to biduna adom su suksoi soidana vaccine asi kapthok pi COVID ki vaccine kapthok tuna COVID laitaba iram dam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kaplese
Saraswati Charitable Trust, BSc Forensic Science, BE Cybercrime Security, Diploma in Pharmacy, BSc Medical Laboratory Technology, BSc Radio Imaging Technology, BSc Operation Theatre Technology, Diploma in MLT, RIT, ODT, Dialysis Tamnabagidamak, Manipur Mapanda Chatrabasu Yaragani. Manipur University da affiliate tawduna Pharmacy Council of India amadi Ministry of HRD New Delhi ne approved tawraba 100% job oriented oiraba Saraswati Charitable Trust pangai da course sing asi English and Manipuri gi session da tamnabagi damak admission hojare hena ko pamol damak contact you Saraswati Charitable Trust pangai aikhogi contact number 9856 575 163 natraga 9402 233 554.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas, spacious classrooms equipped with smart boards, well-stocked library, expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, cause it all begins with you. UNACO School, excellence in education.
Welcome back. This is ELITETV English News. More news and updates. One CRPF trooper was injured on Tuesday when militants attacked a security forces party in Kashmir's Shopian district. According to the police, the attack took place in Zainapura village. One CRPF Jawan identified as Constable Ajay Kumar of the 178 Battalion was injured in this attack. He has been shifted to hospital for treatment. The area was cordoned off for searches, the police added. Searches continued on Tuesday to locate the two pilots missing after the helicopter crash in Ranjit Sagar Dam in Jammu and Kashmir's Kathua district. A defense statement said military authorities are leaving no stone unturned to search for the helicopter which crashed and sank into the Ranjit Sagar Dam on August 3, 2021 along with two pilots. The expanse of dam is 25 km long, 8 km wide and more than 500 feet deep. Indian Army is coordinating the efforts of Indian Navy deep divers team consisting of 2 officers, 4 JCOs and 24 other ranks. Indian Army Special Forces divers team consisting of 2 officers, 1 JCO and 24 other ranked multi-beam sonars, side scanners, remotely operated vehicles and underwater manipulators which have been flown in from Chandigarh, Delhi, Mumbai and Kochi and pressed into action at the crash site of the dam. Search operation continues unabated in spite of bad weather and rain. Expertise and equipment of Army, Navy, IAF, NDRF, SDRF, NGOs, State Police, Dam Authority and private firms from all over the country have also been put into action. Two residents of Karnataka's Kodagu district have launched an online petition seeking a change in the name of Rajiv Gandhi National Park in Nagarahole. Petitioners Navin Madappa and Vinay Kaipanda have tagged the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Prime Minister's Office, Union Forest Minister and Musuru MP Pratap Simha in their plea and suggested that the national park be renamed after Field Marshal K.M. Charayappa. The petition said the move would be a befitting honor to the legendary Field Marshal who belonged to the district. Coming days after Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced on Twitter the renaming of Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award after hockey great Major Dhyan Chand, the petition has already garnered over 8,000 signatures on online platform change.org in a very short span of time. Formerly known as Nagarahole National Reserve Forest, the name was changed to Rajiv Gandhi National Park, Nagarahole, just to appease a particular family and its party, the campaigners said, adding all deserving citizens should be recognized, not just a few dynastic people. Regarding the renaming of Khel Ratna Award, Modi wrote on Twitter, I have been getting many requests from citizens across India to name the Khel Ratna Award after Major Dhyan Chand. I thank them for their views. Respecting their sentiment, the Khel Ratna Award will hereby be called the Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna Award. The Taliban on Monday took control of another provincial capital in Afghanistan. An official said the insurgents pressing on with their relentless offensive as American and NATO forces finalized their pullout from the war-torn country. The militants have ramped up their push across much of Afghanistan in recent weeks, turning their guns on provincial capitals after taking district after district and large swaths of land in the mostly rural countryside, even as they wage an assassination campaign targeting senior government officials in the capital, Kabul. The sweep comes despite condemnations by the international community and warnings from the United Nations that a military victory and takeover by the Taliban would not be recognized. The Taliban have also not heeded appeals to return to the negotiating table and continue long-stalled peace talks with the Afghan government. According to Mohammad Nur Rahmani, the council chief of Northern Saripur province, the Taliban overran the provincial capital after over a week of resistance by the Afghan security forces, after which the city of Saripur collapsed. The government forces have now completely withdrawn from the province, he said. Several pro-government local militia commanders also surrendered to the Taliban without a fight, allowing the insurgents to gain control of the entire province, Rahmani added. The city of Saripur joins 3 other provincial capitals now fully under Taliban control: Jaranj, the capital of Western Nimroj province, the city of Shibirgan, the capital of Northern Jawzjan province, and Teligan, the capital of another northern province with the same name. Rahmani, the council chief in Saripur, said the provincial capital had been under siege by the militants for weeks, with no reinforcements being sent to the overstretched Afghan forces. A video circulating on social media Monday shows a number of Taliban fighters standing in front of the Saripur governor's office and congratulating each other for the victory. The country-wide Taliban offensive intensified as US and NATO troops began to wrap up their withdrawal from Afghanistan this summer. With Taliban attacks increasing, Afghan security forces and government troops have retaliated with airstrikes aided by the United States. The fighting has also raised growing concerns about civilian casualties. Now, before we wind up for this afternoon, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. India records lowest daily count in 147 days. Widespread rains likely over many parts of northeast India this week, IMD. And Karnataka residents petition government for renaming Rajiv Gandhi National Park. And now that's all with the news and updates for this afternoon. Stay safe. Have a good day.